This opera is very special for me because the first time I put a feet on stage, that was L'Inquadrazione di Poppea more than 10 years ago. And I was singing Nerone for 3 times on stage, and I was only 21. That was completely crazy, I think, to do this. I was totally inconscient of all the difficulties of this part. The libretto is maybe one of the most beautiful libretto in the history of the opera. Maybe it's the best one, because all the characters are so complex, and there is each character has a dark side or something more. And it's very interesting, I think, for a stage director, of course, to do this opera. It's something very special for all the stage directors, not only for the singers.
Yes. Nobody's doing in Poppea nothing for free. There is always a deal in it all, and this is the kind of typical characterization of the Venetian opera of the 17th century, where the human being is not presented in an idealistic way, but more in a let's say in a very mortal light.
What I want to do in this part is, of course, I think he has to touch people. I think he's not just a bad person, he's something which, he's a dreamer also, he's a poet. And I think, really, I would like to do a very touching Nerone. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm trying to really express not only his madness, but also his sensibility, I think.
Busanello has very well pictured a man who is very tormented by and frustrated in life with something he cannot get emotionally, and who also has not strength enough to stand up for certain ideals. Simply a loser.
What is very difficult, particularly for Nerone, I think for a contratenor, because this part is also often sung by a mezzo-soprano, by a woman. And the qualities are quite different, of course. I think a woman can be much more dramatic in this part. Me, I can maybe do something more like a big child or very capricious, something like this. It's different.
Even after 400 years or 300 years, we still can identify ourselves with these characters, because they're not really placed in antiquity. They are placed as a philosophical observation that sort of fits into all times, really.